Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today I'm doing a part 2 of my Spearmint tea video that I did a few years ago. I'm just answering some questions. I got a bunch of questions in the comments on my first video. It was a huge success. I'm glad you guys liked it. And I got a lot of questions that I did answer in the comments, but I kept getting the same questions over and over. So I thought it would be beneficial to do a video and answer a lot of those questions. If you have any more questions, please also comment down below and give me a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe as I have new content coming very soon within the next few weeks. So I'm gonna jump right ahead. I wrote down 10 questions and I'll be reading it off and just telling you my experience as I took Spearmint tea. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just recommending something that worked very, very well for me. And it continues to work. And I do it all the time, and these are my results. So my first question was, how long did it take for Spearmint tea for you to see results? So for me, it usually takes about a month. But it can take anywhere from a month to 3 months to see some results. Now, don't expect to take the tea and then, in a week, you think that all your symptoms are gone. It usually doesn't work like that. You need to give it some time and continue taking it, be consistent. And like I said, for me, it did work within a month. But sometimes it takes a little longer. So anywhere from a month to 3 months, you will definitely, you should see results. Okay, so my second question is, if you stop, will your hair come back? The answer is yes. It absolutely will come back. This is not a remedy that's gonna, you drink it once, the tea, and then your hair just falls off and disappears. There is a link to Spearmint tea and lowering your androgens, which will keep the hair at bay. So, like, especially if you have PCOS, like for instance, for myself, I have high levels of testosterone when I do blood work. So this will lower my testosterone numbers, and I have tested it where I will do, I'll drink Spearmint tea 2 to 3 times a day, usually 2 times a day in a month, and then I'll do that consistently for like 2 to 3 months, and then I'll go get blood work, and I will see a really big drop in my testosterone level. But like I said, if I do stop taking the tea, drinking the tea, I will see a rise again in my testosterone levels. So it is something that you have to consistently do. But once you stop taking the tea, your levels will go back, and you will start seeing, your testosterone will go up. Again, this is for if you have PCOS, and you will start seeing, like I get a lot of hair around my mustache, and then I definitely get a lot in my chin. So I'll see an increase in the hair again. So yes, please continue to take your Spearmint tea. It's not a one time I drink it and then I'm done for the rest of my life. It doesn't work like that. Did you drink Spearmint tea all month long or just before you ovulated? So yes, I did drink the tea all month long. I drink it whether I'm on my period or if I've already ovulated. It doesn't matter, any time of the month, every single day, I consistently drink the tea. If you're pregnant, I do recommend that you speak to your GYN, your reproductive endocrinologist, or whoever you're working with to discuss taking Spearmint tea during pregnancy. I'm only talking about if you're not pregnant and you want to drink the tea during your cycle, you can go right ahead. But once you get pregnant, I do advise that you do speak to your doctor about that. Okay, question number 4. How many cups a day do you drink? So I usually drink anywhere from 2 to 3 cups per day. I do not drink, and I do not recommend drinking more than 3 cups. You don't need more than 3 cups. So if you want to do, because it is time consuming, sometimes you forget, or you're busy, or so I do recommend at least taking 2 cups a day, and you will definitely see results. But if you want to drink 3, that is also fine. Just do not drink more than 3 cups a day. Okay. So question 5, do you add any sugar? No, I do not add any sugar. Spearmint tea tastes really good. It smells great. It tastes great. You don't need any sugar added. It's just, it's really not necessary, especially if you have PCOS. You want to limit as much sugar as possible. So there's absolutely no point in adding it to your spearmint tea. If you don't have PCOS, I don't recommend it anyways. Usually our sugar intake is pretty high as is. It just tastes so good without it. It doesn't need any sugar. Okay, question 6. Do you reuse the same tea bag? No, I use a fresh tea bag every single time. I have never reused the same tea bag, so I don't really have any experience to share on that. If you guys have and it has worked, please comment below and let me and everybody else know. That'll be great information. But I use a fresh bag every single time. I let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll drink it after 10-15 minutes when it's a little cooled down, not piping hot. But I do let it sit for just a little, and then I'll drink it. Okay, question 7. Is peppermint tea the same thing? So no, it's completely different. Peppermint tea I haven't read anything about peppermint tea working for either PCOS or just high testosterone androgens or anything like that. Peppermint tea, people confuse the two. They're completely different herbs. So I do not recommend drinking peppermint tea for this problem. So I recommend only drinking spearmint tea, not any tea blends, because there's a bunch of tea blends out there. I don't recommend drinking any of the tea blends. You want 100% organic spearmint tea. I can't stress this enough, but I do not recommend using any mint blends or peppermint, anything like that. It has to be 100% organic spearmint tea for this to work. So this is the brand that I love, and this is what I use. And it's organic spearmint leaf, 1,500 milligrams. I don't know if that's gonna focus, but I buy this on Amazon. I will leave the link below. Where am I? Okay, where did you buy it? I bought it on Amazon. Again, I'll leave the link below. I usually try to buy it in bulk because it does go quickly. This one has 16 wrapped tea bags. Oh, and it is caffeine free, so that's amazing. But yes, I buy this on Amazon, and I'll leave the link below. Have you ever tried the capsules? No, I've only tried tea bags. The capsules I've heard do work, but I just don't have any experience. I've never tried it. If you have, please comment down below. I would love to hear what you think about it. How is that going? How much do you drink? Or how many capsules do you take a day? Please give me all the details. I would love to hear from you. If you can comment down below if you prefer the capsules. Again, the tea is so good, so I just prefer to do that and drink it as tea. But I guess capsules work as well. I would look forward to your comments. Okay, number 10. Do you have any absent cycles? Okay, so yes, I have very long cycles. It's not predictable. Not many women have a 28-day cycle. That's the textbook. But that is not the average cycle. But anyways, I have anywhere from a 40-day cycle to a 60-day cycle, 50, 42. Like I just, 35 on a good month, like it comes whenever it feels like. Some months are better than others. I have been managing my cycles very well, and they have been coming more frequently, but that's whole nother video on how I got my cycles to be more synced and more more normal than you know, an 80-day cycle, which I've experienced as well, which is terrible, because with that comes, you know, all the other symptoms as far as weight gain and the excessive facial hair, and you know, if you have PCOS, you understand what I'm saying. But yes, so I've had long cycles, and then I've taken, you know, because sometimes I'm not consistent, and I'll stop taking the tea, and then, you know, then I'll get back on it. And I started taking the tea and drinking it 2 to 3 times a day, and then within, you know, 3 weeks to a month, you know, I've lowered my testosterone, and my cycles start to regulate, and it helps a lot with me ovulating. So I highly recommend staying on top of it and being consistent. But you know, it's not always realistic. We sometimes life does get in the way. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me all the time. I'm not perfect. So I do fall off, but I do try to stay and have a plan and stay consistent. But like I said, to answer your question, yes, I have long cycles. This has helped me tremendously to shorten my cycles, to help me ovulate, to lower my testosterone. I highly recommend it. It is, again, what worked for me. You can always speak to your doctor and, you know, see what works for you. But I highly recommend to try it and see if it works for you. So if you've tried it already, or you're planning to try it, and you, wherever you are in your cycle, or in your journey, please comment down below. Let me know how you're liking it. If you have any more questions, I'll be happy to answer. But that does conclude my 10 questions for my first video. Like, again, if you have not checked that out, please do so. That answers more questions on the actual spearmint tea, and how it works and stuff like that. So please check that out. That was a huge success. I thank you guys so much for commenting. If you have any more questions, please, of course, always comment down below. Always give me a thumbs up. I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.